You're locked in to Fran Harris's Women's Basketball TV with WNBA champion, NCAA champion, sports announcer, and entrepreneur, Fran Harris. So buckle up, Buttercup. Here's the show.
Well, what can we say about last night's games? Let's talk about the first one, the Sun versus Minnesota. This is gonna be rough commentary because that game was rough. I don't know what to say other than to start by saying Minnesota is just really good. Like y'all like tell me something I don't know, but listen. You have to give Minnesota so many bunches of flowers. They are really good. Their coach of the year, congratulations, Cheryl. Executive of the year, congratulations, Cheryl Reeve. I mean, they have top 4 coaches are in the semifinals right now. And she is at the top of the heap as a tactician. Like she just is. She gets them to play defense. But y'all, there's a masterclass going on every time somebody plays Minnesota on offense. Their offensive game is top tier, right? Top tier. And people love to talk about defense all the time. But as Bill Russell said in his famous commercial, this game is and will always be about getting buckets. And if your coach does not know how to get you a bucket in every situation, you're not going to win many championships. It's very difficult to win championships, pro basketball, without having an excellent offensive coach. Look at our people. Look at the people who are in the semifinals. They are excellent coaches, period, but they are extremely good at offense. And we got some coaches at the college and pro level. They think that defense is going to win them a championship, and it's not. I don't care how many t-shirts y'all wear on offense sells tickets, defense wins championship. No, I completely disagree. You can defend all you want. Not saying defense is not valuable. But if your team can't get a bucket in every situation, I don't care what it is, sideline, baseline, half court, 4 seconds, I don't care what it is. Cheryl Reeve has an offense, has an action, has a set for every situation. And when you start picking up on what they're doing on this set, she flips it on you, runs another thing. Oh, we taking it out of bounds. We got 3 seconds. I got just the offense for that. I got just the set for that. I just got just the inbound play for that. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Having played basketball a lot of my life, there is nothing more frustrating than a coach who can't coach offense. There is nothing more frustrating as a player than a coach who can draw up a freaking play for every situation. I'm just telling you. So when I look at Minnesota, I think, not only are they just so good because their players are good, their coach, like everybody's got great players in the league. Y'all ever think about that? Everybody's got great players. The deciding factor on whether your team will vie for a championship is a combination of not just great players and experience, it's great players combined with a great coach. And I think that's it's understated. People think, oh, if you got the players, you're going to win. Okay, let's talk about 3 or 4 teams that got players right now getting beat. I mean, literally, they're getting just beat every game, not in the playoffs. So it's not just about having the great players, and it's not just about having a coach who can motivate and inspire. And it's not just about that. You got to know what you're doing over there. And the fact of the matter is, like, that's really not shade. It kind of is, but it's really not. It's like there are not that many great coaches, y'all. And it's got me a little worried. I mean, it does. It's got me a little worried. Like, I want just as much as I want great players in our league, I want great coaches. I'm going off on a diatribe on coaching right now because I don't think enough coaches in the offseason get better as coaches. Ooh, I said it, and I meant it. Not enough coaches out there getting better in the offseason. They're not. They're hanging their hat on whatever got them the job. It's your girl, Fran Harris, former WNBA champion with the Houston Comets. It is finally here. Yes, the first novel set in the world of the WNBA. And it's got all the good stuff. It's got love, romance, true crime, forgiveness, redemption, all the stuff you love to see in great novels. If you love Terry McMillan and Waiting to Exhale, if you love Eric Jerome Dickey and all his madness, then you will love Houston by Morning. It's a story of 4 characters, a baller, an agent, a television personality, and a coach. And the way their lives collide into one another is a beautiful mess. Pick up a copy now on Amazon Kindle or at HoustonByMorning.com. Peace! Not enough coaches out there getting better in the offseason. They're not. They're hanging their hat on whatever got them the job. You know, my reputation as this, my whatever got, and they don't get better in the offseason. And because there's so few coaches, you got to hire somebody. Like I'm thinking, who's Chicago going to hire? Who's LA going to hire? Who's Atlanta going to hire? We're going to keep recycling the coaches in our league, or we're going to get some new and different kind of people in? And are they getting better in the offseason? I want just one time for a GM to say to a coach, you need to get better. As y'all can tell, this is a pet peeve of mine. I cannot stand to watch teams lose games because their coach didn't know what to do in that situation. I can't take it. It bothers me. Coaches, get better. Get better at the things you're not good at. We're always yelling at players. We're always telling players you need to get in the gym. You need to get in the gym. You need to get in the gym. You need to hire for your weaknesses. My thing is, as a player, I only have to be shut down in one area of my game to know that I got to go work on that. One time. I just need one time. I don't need a repeat offense. I don't need for somebody to say, oh, make her put it on she's a catch and shoot. Make her put it on if she has to penetrate, she's going to be 20% less effective. You only have to say that to me one time. And not even next off season. The next practice, I'm working on that. We don't require coaches to do that. Okay, I'm going to get off that right now, but just so you know, that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about that. Let's talk about the Sun and Minnesota. And the fact is, Minnesota's just too good. Minnesota's just too good. You can't stop Napheesa Collier. She's too good. And she's got a great coach. You can't stop McBuckets, Kayla McBride. She's just too good. You just hope that they are having an off game. And the other thing is, like, you can't legit get down to teams in the playoffs because it's too hard to come back. Not impossible. It's just too hard to come back in the playoffs when people have shifted to the next gear. So what happened in the Sun Minnesota game? Sometimes I think the Sun, they have a difficult time scoring. I think Stephanie is a great coach. I think Stephanie, before it's over, gonna win a WNBA championship. She's a good coach. But it's too hard for them to score sometimes, and they get into lulls and pockets of time where they're just kind of empty possessions. Here's another peeve of mine. Like, stop talking to the officials. I'm ready for all the players. I really am. And I'm not saying just cease fire on talking to officials, but the level of whining from all of our teams is just getting on my nerves. I'm not going to lie. It's getting on my nerves. All the players from all the teams, all they do is talk to the officials. Now, y'all are probably saying, well, these officials need to be better. Hey, I'll give you that. I'll do a whole different video on the officials need to get better in the offseason or by the next game. But our players need to just, get in the official's ass, 2 or 3 times a game, but play the rest of the game. Just play the rest of the game. This putting your hands in the air and, it's annoying for me. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about that? Like, do y'all love the players getting after the officials like all the time? Or do you think it's over the top? That's just a little insert right here. I got off on that because I'm seeing all these things at a whole different level in the playoffs because there's so much at stake, y'all, right? But yeah, so the Suns, I feel like they just they have too many pockets during the game where they just have a difficult time scoring, and against a team that is an offensive juggernaut, you can't do that. That's basically, in a nutshell, what happened in the Sun Minnesota game. As far as the Las Vegas, oh, that's a long video. Okay, maybe I should stop this video right here. All right, let's do that. Let's stop that, and I'll do a different video about the Vegas, New York game. See you guys in the next one.
That's all for now. Before you bounce, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the merch.